Hey guys, Sage again with the Panhandle-Plains Historical Museum's Education Department. Today we are going to be making a STEM project that involves flight, and that is our very own straw rocket with a slingshot. Now the most important thing to remember is that after you get done making your straw rocket, you have to test it out outside, because remember, rockets belong outside, and you can also shoot it farther when you're outside anyways. So what you'll need is cardstock, a straw. If you have Sonic or McDonald's straws that you haven't used, those will work just great. Fasteners, the ones with the longer stems work better, but I'm using the shorter stems today. A pencil topper eraser, ruler, pencil, masking tape or painter's tape, whatever you have on hand, scissors, rubber bands. Now these rubber bands are 7 1/8 inch long, and they're the longer ones, so they work better for this project, but if you just have the shorter ones, you can tie 2 of them together. And then a popsicle stick. So I have already cut down my straw to 7 3/4 inches long, and we're gonna take a eraser and stick it on the end of our straw, just like this. And now we're going to take a fastener and we're going to bend the head down just a little bit on it to where it's just at a slight tilt. And then we're going to take a piece of tape and we're going to tape the fastener to the straw. And you want to tape it just below the eraser and make sure it is nice and secure. So it should look something like this. Alright, now we're going to make our fins. As you can see here, you need 3 fins. So I'm going to take my piece of cardstock. And how I made my fins was I drew a 2-inch long rectangle. So mark off 2 inches by 1 inch wide. So get those marked and then draw a rectangle. Okay, and then you'll just draw a line diagonally across your rectangle, connecting the corners. And this will make 2 fins. So we'll cut this out. Okay, now we have 2 fins. And I'm just gonna use one of these as a pattern to draw my 3rd fin. Okay, now we have our 3 fins for our rocket. So let's take a piece of tape. We're going to cut this down just a little bit. Okay. So now I'm going to put the piece of tape halfway onto the fin and leave the other half dangling off. And you want to make sure that you get your fin as straight onto your straw as possible. And I'm going to move down about 1/2 inch from the bottom of the straw, and I'm going to press down. Got one side taped on. Now let's cut another piece of tape. And we're going to press it down on the other side for stability. Alright. Got 1 fin down, 2 more to go. So just repeat the same steps with these other two fins. And you want to space your fins out as equally as you can. Okay, now we have our 3 fins taped on there, and if you have some excess tape hanging off, you can go ahead and trim that off. Now we're going to make our slingshot. Okay, so you'll take a popsicle stick, and I'm going to tear off a piece of tape, probably about 2 inches. I'm going to lay the popsicle stick onto the tape about halfway up. Lay it down on your table, and then I'm going to take my rubber band, and I'm going to place the rubber band just above the popsicle stick on the tape, so like this, and then we're going to take the extra tape and fold it down onto the popsicle stick like this. And I'm going to take an extra piece just to help reinforce that. Just tape it to hold it in place a little bit better. Okay, so now we have our slingshot. So remember, you're going to go outside to fly your rocket, but I'm going to show you how to put your rocket and your slingshot together. So your little fastener right here will hold on to the rubber band. So you're going to take your slingshot in your dominant hand, and you're going to hook the fastener onto the rubber band like this, and then you're going to pull back. We'll hold it back here towards the fins. You're going to pull back as far as you can and stretch this rubber band out, and then you'll let go with your non-dominant hand, the one holding the rocket. Keep a strong grip on the slingshot though. So that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed making your very own straw rocket, and be sure to tag us on Facebook, and we'll see you next time.